Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
Hi, everyone. So, we're recording a pre-intro for this What, Where, Why Enemies of Bloodborne episode 54 because we feel like we may reference this in the future, and we're putting it out there so that people who listen to us are not too confused or too alarmed if they hear this reference again.
Sin, you sound confused and alarmed. Did something happen?
A lot happened.
Yeah. This started off as a wacky joke where we reversed roles and I asked Sin questions, and then it became fairly disgusting.
Yeah.
If you're eating, you have issues with discussions of rotting meat and worms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to this. Also, don't listen to this, just in general.
I agree. I wish I wasn't part of this. I wish I'd never heard this.
To be fair, the thing that you learned is something that a lot of people already know. You just haven't thought about it before.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the pre-intro. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And for more great content like this, Richie, where can people find us?
Patreon.com/SinQueerLore. Hi, Sin.
Hi, Richie.
Hi, everyone. What are we talking about today, Sin?
Oh my god, this is so weird. I feel like I'm in a mirror dimension. Well, today, on episode 54 of What, Where, Why Enemies of Bloodborne, we're going to talk about gel.
Correct.
And on today's episode, Richie will ask the questions and I will try to answer them.
So, Sin,
Yes.
what is gel?
Sometimes they use it for your hair, but I prefer a spray.
I knew you'd say that. Take this seriously. Take it seriously. We have an outline. What is gel? I linked you the wiki.
So, gel is this enemy that's found in the dungeons.
Mm-hmm. That's where we want to know what. What is gel?
Oh, okay. So, gel is an enemy that looks very peculiar.
How so?
It's made out of goo, dirt, and remains of presumably things that are in the dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
It's very slow, but it's very, very annoying. I think it can spike you.
Yep.
And it can also, engulf you. Can just, friggin' eat you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it hangs on the ceiling, and you're passing by in an archway, and then it falls on you, and you just get freaked out, and you turn off your PlayStation, and you run away. It's very scary. It's one of the worst enemies I've ever seen.
In Bloodborne or in all games?
All games. It's just so disgusting. It's so slimy. It jumps on you. The good way to deal with them is just throw Molotovs from afar. Just keep throwing them, throw them. When you're out of Molotovs, find a vendor, get more Molotovs, and just keep throwing them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're also reminiscent of, I think it's called Flash of Eldritch in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So they have that going on.
Yeah. Do you think the gel is made of gravy?
Oh my god. What if, there's a Bloodborne-themed restaurant?
Yeah.
And they would sell gel gravy it puts in? I just had a vision.
Mm-hmm.
A new series where we open a Bloodborne-themed restaurant and the dishes have to be, Bloodborne-related.
I'll level with you.
Mm-hmm.
If we have nothing to say about Elden Ring. Food of Bloodborne. It's coming.
I can also tell you that they're weak against lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And probably fire.
Yep.
Cool.
And arcane.
And arcane?
Yeah. They're weak to everything.
Poor little guys.
So, Sin,
Mm-hmm.
where is the gel?
The gel is found in the dungeons.
Which ones?
Specifically,
Mm-hmm.
Root Dungeon Base Level, Central Thumerian Labyrinth Level 2, Hinter Tomb Labyrinth Level 2, Lower Thumerian Labyrinth Level 2, Lower Thumerian Labyrinth Level 4, Ailing Lauren Level 1, Lower Lauren Level 1, Lower Lauren Level 3, East Gravestone Level 2, East Gravestone Level 3.
Thank you, Sin. Now, Sin, why is the gel?
Have you seen JSF's video on Kigare?
No. I make a point of not watching that channel.
So I'm gonna Wikipedia this, and Kigare is the Japanese term for state of pollution and defilement, important particularly in Shinto as a religious term. Typical causes of Kigare are the contact with any form of death, childbirth, disease, and menstruation. Maybe if we cleanse the gel, like in Spirited Away, it's going to turn into happy gel, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that, like, there's all different kinds of gel, or there's just, like, one gel and little bits break off and become these?
I think there are different kinds of gels. Like, each gel is their own person, but they're the same, like, species.
How do they reproduce?
When there's enough death and pollution in a dungeon, it sort of just materializes, I think.
Now, you mentioned causes of Kigare are death, childbirth, menstruation, and disease.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any instances of those in Bloodborne?
Honestly?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So... I'm not convinced.
Richie?
Yes.
Do you have any theories on the gel?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Let's go back to the real universe and not this mirror universe. Richie, do you have any theories on the gel?
No.
What?
It's just slime. It's an RPG. It has to have slime in it. That's just how they work.
What?
All RPGs have slime in them.
Really?
Have you seen the slime from Dragon Warrior?
What's Dragon Warrior?
Yeah.
Richie? Okay, if we cleanse the gel, that's what it's gonna look like.
Yeah. You know, there are Dragon Warrior restaurants you can go to and order Dragon Warrior food. There just isn't a Bloodborne one.
So it looks like we need to tap into that market.
Mm-hmm.
So is that it? You have no theories? In the real universe, you have no theories about the gel?
Well, it's just slime. I didn't question it. Do you think it's just like something that was alive in the dungeons and it just melted?
It could be, but personally, no. I feel like it's, you know how, like, okay, so I'm going to tell you something a little gross. So, you know, we have brown bins for putting compost out.
Yeah, and here it's, like, green, but yeah.
So they tell you to put all your, like, discarded food in there, right? And as a good citizen, that's what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, if you put meat in there in the middle of the summer and leave it for a week, you may find yourself with a surprise. Do you know what that surprise was?
I have a guess.
I was a little bit disturbed because I had no idea. So one day I just opened...
Wait, you had no idea that leaving meat out for a week in the middle of summer might lead to maggots?
I've never seen maggots before. I've never had meat develop maggots before. So I had no idea. I didn't know where maggots came from. I thought they came from dead bodies.
Where do you think they come from now?
Compost.
Correct.
When I opened the lid, there were maggots all over the inside, on the lid. Some
Yeah.
were trying to get out. I got so freaked out. I closed it. I ran back into the house, and I was like, boyfriend!
Are you okay now?
I'm okay now. But then,
Yeah.
so my boyfriend took care of the situation. I guess, he didn't take care of it enough, because even after the bin was emptied by the city or whatever, there were still some maggots in there.
Yeah, they're sticky.
So I declared warfare on the maggots. I was like, you scared me once, you will not get away with it. You had your chance to go with the city and you stayed here. So I Googled how to get rid of maggots, and they're like, use vinegar, use bleach, use salt. And so I poured that stuff on the walls of the inside of the compost and this and that. But then I realized that I'm an idiot. You could just water them out with a hose.
Yeah. Is this how you deal with vermin if you join the league? You don't have to kill the bosses, we can just use vinegar.
Yeah. So in my head, it's the same. In the dungeons, there's a lot of, like you said, there's death and blood and whatever, and the Kigari just materializes, I guess, and
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like maggots. Out of nowhere. Just comes to life.
So you think it's maggots?
In a way, like
it's slime.
Bloodborne maggots, No, but
Bloodborne maggots are vermin.
Oh my god, I was just trying to make a metaphor, if you
Okay.
leave meat out in the summer, maggots will magically appear. I don't know how to make it even appear on the meat. I have no idea, I just know they appear. So it's the same way, we don't know the process.
Are you joking, or do you actually not know what maggots are? Because I'm genuinely worried now.
Do we know the process by which maggots appear
They're
on meat?
fly larvae.
Where does so... What?
Flies land on the meat and lay eggs on it. And then the eggs hatch into maggots.
And then?
The maggots eat
Do they turn into flies?
Yeah, they mutate into flies.
So the maggots don't come from inside the meat?
No. I mean, if you're the bloodletting beast, but not normally.
Is this like a chicken and an egg thing? Who came first, maggots or flies?
Yes, it is a chicken and egg thing because it's two forms of the same organism.
But the lid was closed. How did the flies get into the bin?
Well, one could have been in there already. There might have been eggs, because they just need to land on the thing. So
But why does it only happen in the summer?
It doesn't only happen in the summer. It's just more likely to happen because that's when they're most active and laying eggs.
Okay, you see, in my head it was like photosynthesis. The meat gets the heat and then maggots happen.
What? There's just eggs in all meat that hatch.
Like bacteria that grows really big. I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Sin. That was What Were Why Enemies of Bloodborne, episode 54, Gel.
Thank you, Richie. So, by their 30s, do people know that maggots come from flies?
Yeah.
I mean, I know other things. I know how to make manuals.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I wasn't sure if you were joking.
Wait a minute. Wait, if flies lay eggs, does it mean a fly can lay eggs inside me?
If you were dead.
How does it know if I'm dead or alive?
Well, I don't know what prompts them to lay them, but like it can happen to like. I mean, we're getting really gross here, but like, you know how the bloodletting beast, the wound on its back has the maggots in it that it's still alive?
Mm-hmm.
That can happen to animals. Like, they can get like an open wound, and then flies can lay eggs, and the animal can be alive but have maggots
Oh
like
my
eating
god,
it.
but then
Yeah,
theoretically that could happen to a human.
yeah, it could.
Oh my god!
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
don't
Jesus
like,
Christ!
walk around with giant exposed wounds, and you'll be fine.
Giant exposed wounds is like my middle name. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, gonna have to. Ooh.
This is what happens when I ask the questions. We shouldn't do this again. It's gone horribly wrong. Thank you, Sam. If people want more great content like this, where should they go?
Patreon.com/SinclairLore, but
Thank you, Sam.
I don't know why anybody would want more of this. I don't want more of this. I feel like I wish I've never had this conversation.
Thank you, Sam. Goodbye, everyone.